Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Thursday Night Live Coin and Silver Auction with me, your host, Raven. Sorry I'm a little bit later than normal. I fell asleep. and I'm lucky to have gotten here on time. So I apologize, everybody, if you've been saying hi earlier and I didn't respond. It was simply because I wasn't here. I see that we have the one and only Eric A. in the nest, Invisible River Ranch, John Camper, Emil G2, Shimbone 5000, Steve Lapointe, Brother Doug Wagner, Chapo 52, Fleabag Bill Driscoll, Brian Jensen, Create Craft is here, Ron Pierce, how you doing, my friend? Johnny T. Let's see here. Don't want to miss people. James Warner's here. Crafty Dragon. Richard Cornell. Fat Baxter. Cool Things. Emil, I think I said hi, but Emil G2, how you doing, brother? Wolf Tracks. Silver Throne Stacker. It's definitely been a while. J-Dog with a $5 super chat says, you better call somebody, brother. Hambone is here. Perry Custom Cards, Greg Chapman. Chew, Joe Must Be. And Wasaw Game Cam, how you doing? Or Wasow Game Cam. Good to see everybody. Del Marvelous Digging, how you doing? Good to see you. Let me hit that other robot before I get to turn that on, like I always do. We have some cool stuff tonight. Matter of fact, ladies and gentlemen, check this out. We got the new stickers. We haven't had stickers in a long time. KCB is here. Visterion is here. Michael LaFew, 31 months as a Silver Hawk, ladies and gentlemen. Unbelievable. That is the new sticker. Inkman 78. Yoxnav. Sloppy Stacks, how you doing? Angie Crowell. Good to see you as well, Del Marvelous. Richard Cornell is here. Trying to get my bearings a little, guys. I woke up like panicked because I was missing everything. All right, so into stream starter item giveaway is the 1 ounce Merc. Really cool. So that's going in the box. How you doing, Harley Babe? Good to see Angie Crowell. And then early bird person's going to get a choice of the sticker. A 66 Canadian half that looks almost brand new. A slabbed 43 Merc that's been cleaned, but still, it's a Merc. 1970 proof set. It's got some nice toning going. Or a 1986 uncirculated set. What's up, Peter Bowes? Alright, so that is your options. And everybody that gets something tonight, you're going to get yourself a new RavenHawk coin sticker. It's been a long time since we've had those. And looks like I'm missing stuff here. Alright. Let's start the Nightbot. And then you guys will start, and I'll be back in just a minute. Good luck, everybody. What's up, Scorpio? T3. Doug Harding. Cassie Hall, how you doing? Jonathan Eason. Vincent C. KCB. Mountain Volts, how you doing? MTN Volts, welcome to the show. Jeff. Hey, Jeff. Jeff that has 777 up on the thing. Your stuff got sent to the wrong Jeff, and it's being sent back to us, and we're going to get it back to you. Golden Bacon Tree. Holy cow, what's up, my friend? Good to see you, man. Ben Stacking, how you doing? Rockzilla. Perry Custom Cards. Yeah, Jeff, Miss Raven confused your name with another person that has Jeff. Silver Throne Stacker, I'm doing good, bud. How you doing? Good to see Super Collector here. Christopher Sherman. Christopher Sherman, I hear the thunder starting here. Golden Bacon Tree, I'm doing really good, man. Good to see you, dude. Good to see you. All right, let's see who the early bird winner is, guys. I woke up with some heartburn from Hades. It's kicking my butt. All right, in 3, 2, 1, booyah. Crazy Stacker, ladies and gentlemen. Crazy Stacker, what would you like to take, my friend? You can have either the Merc Dime, the Canadian half, the 70 set, or the 86 uncirculated set. Let me know, my friend. And congratulations to you. J-Dog. The 70 set. Good choice. Storm just rolled through here heading my way. Shinbone said, yeah, brother. And, you know, I have family in town coming in. They're coming in today. And they came in especially for an event. And I'm kind of worried about the event. Bob Johnson just subscribed. Welcome to the nest, Bob. Mountain Volts. I get heartburn every once in a while. I know what you mean, though. It is bad. Johnny T, I have not gotten a package from you yet, brother. We haven't checked the post office box in a little while. All right, so I already put a sticker in his package. A sticker's going into the end of stream with everything else. And like I said a minute ago, everybody that gets a item tonight gets a free sticker. Shipping out next week, brother. Been very busy. Perry Custom Cards, dude. Never a worry, man. You know, we all get busy. And, you know, a gift is a gift. I am not stressed on it. Shadrack 777, how you doing? Haven't had a heartburn since his university days. I know how that is. Eric A. Good to see you, brother. All right. Let's start off the auction. Lot number 1. We have a 1962 United States mint set. And that nickel is looking pretty cool. Cool color on there. Let me get the description real quick. And thank you for everybody that has figured out about RHC auction previews. It used to be called Rockin' with Raven. We're going to start this off at $1, everybody. Let's go. Nexium daily before breakfast. Eosinophilic esophagitis. Wow, Create Craft. I'm sorry to hear that, brother. Richard Cornell coming in with the George at 25 and staying alive. Jeff was in there at 16. Jeff in the lead. You guys aren't having any problem with audio or video, are you? Okay, so maybe something's up on Eric A's part. All right, so Richard Cornell in the lead at 25, looking for 26 in the mix. Going once. Richard Cornell in the leader. What's up, Gary Lofgren? Going twice. Richard in the lead at 25, looking for 26. He's about to get a super deal on this. Holy smokes, guys. That's the things that happens when you do buck and go. Last call for Mr. Al Key. Scorpio coming in with the snow at 26. Shadrach at 28. What's up, Steve Hendricks? Shadrach in the lead, going once. Looking for 29 to make it fine. Do we hear 29? Going twice. Shadrach in the lead. It's once. It's twice. It's 3 times for the Nesties. Scorpio in the lead at 29. Richard Cornell trying to get in there. Scorpio just a little bit quicker on the draw. Going once. Scorpio in the lead at 29, looking for 30. Snopages are real, ladies and gentlemen. Alrighty. Scorpio in the lead, going twice. Oh, I hear that thunder rolling. And the thunder rolls. Thunder rolls. And a lightning strikes. Last call for Mr. Alcohol. Scorpio in the lead at 29 and doing fine. Yeah, I hope the power stays on too. All right, ladies and gentlemen, all in. Fair warning. Warning. It looks like this bad set is sold to Scorpio for 29. Lightning from 7 to 10 last night, says Create Craft. Holy cow. What's up, Mud Swat? Johnny T. Thunder rolling here in VA also with sporadic heavy rains. Yeah, so I was saying I have family in town. And, what's up, brother Doug Wagner? And they said, I've been watching the weather, and it's weird because 2 days ago, they said there wasn't going to be rain. And now all of a sudden it's storming good. I can hear the rain going now. Ah, man. J-Dog. All right. Next item up, we have... will we get a break from spot price for silver? Probably not, Silver Throne Stacker. It looks like it's poised to go up. There's some stuff that came out recently that was pretty darn cool. New technology that uses silver at its core, so the demand might go up way high. All right, here we go. 2017 South African Cougar 50th anniversary early release. SP70 with the 50-year privy. NGC slabbed and certified. Now, when I made a video the other day, a lot of stuff had prices on it, so I left stickers on things. But I don't have a reserve on these, but these are worth about 65 or so. We're going to start at $1. Medical. So Ty McFadden, because medical words are compound words made by squishing 2 or more words together. There we go. All right, Joe must be in the house. Steve LaPointe in the joint at 25. Steve Herrera coming in at 30. Richard Cornell at 33. Gary Lofgren 39. Silver Surfer and Jeff trying to get in there, but Gary Lofgren in the lead at 39, looking for 40. Steve Herrera at 41, trying to get her done, ladies and gentlemen. Scorpio coming in at 42 with the choo-choo-choo. Gary Lofgren trying to get in there as well. And Gary Lofgren now in the lead at 43. Create Craft, yes. Steve Herrera comes and goes. Golden Maple Tree, he's here every once in a while. It's been a while, but he comes in. Silver Surfer, so I do know him. To make a long question answered. All right, guys. Silver Surfer in at 45 and staying alive. Looking for 46 in the mix. Going once. You rock, Create Craft. I appreciate you, bro. Steve Herrera coming back at 46. In the mix, Scorpio at 47, ladies and gentlemen. We got some back and forth action going on. Cool things. Rubicon 60, how you doing, man? All right, Scorpio at 47. Looking for 48. Steve Herrera at 48, ladies and gentlemen. Looking for 49 to do it fine. Going once. Silver Surfer in the lead at 49 with the snow. Going once. Silver Surfer in the lead with the George. Silver Surfer in the lead at 49. Looking for 50. Going twice. Steve Herrera coming in at 50 to make it nifty, ladies and gentlemen. Steve Eric A trying to get in there, but Steve just a little quicker on the action, looking for 51 to get her done. Going once. Steve in the lead at 50, looking for 51. Do we hear 51 to get her done? Going twice. You know, uh-oh. No data. Resin Dragon Studios. What's up, Resin? That was weird. I think the weather's starting to affect stuff, guys. Last call from Mr. Alcohol. Ladies and gentlemen, Steve Herrera in the lead at 50. Scorpio coming in with the Snope and the George. Going once. Yeah, on my side it said no data for a second. That's not a good thing. Steve Herrera coming in at 52. Lucky James Eller, how's it going, man? Going once again. Steve in the lead at 52, looking for 53, like we're Johnny T. Going twice. Mud Swat's dataless. Steve in the lead at 52, looking for 53. Last call for Mr. Al. Key. Ho, ho, ho. Steve Herrera in the lead. Looking for 53. Mustang Dave, I wish billing companies would have data issues. That's funny. Guys, Scorpio coming in with the George and the Snope at 53. Going once. Scorpio in the lead at 53. Looking for 54. Going twice. Scorpio in the lead. Steve Herrera says, I have so many of your stickers from the past. So Steve coming in at 54, it looks like. Looking for 55, because we can't drive. 55! Going once. Steve in the lead at 54, looking for 55. Going twice. Steve in the lead at 54, looking for 55. Scorpio is out. Last call. How you doing, Brown Sugar 0069? Steve in the lead at 54. About to get a smoking deal. All right, all in. Fair warning. This bad coin is sold to Steve Hendricks for 54. Sammy Hagar loves Raven, says Silver Chupacabra. Be cool to meet Sammy Hagar. He'd probably be like, "Stop singing my stuff. You're destroying it." Guys, I'm actually kind of shocked. This is our lowest numbers in a long time. Normally we're 100 and something plus people. Oh, why did I say Hendrix? I think I was thinking of Jimi Hendrix while saying Steve. Sorry about that. Steve Herrera. Sorry, brother. Oh, man. My brain is not working. Thanks, guys. You know what? For making a goof up, I'm going to put a Canadian Proof Like 1964 nickel into the InduStream giveaway, along with a Canadian quarter silver as well. Oh, man. What a morning. Okay, this next one, Silver Hendrix, is his long-lost brother, says Shinbone. That's cool. This one here is, what's up, Armando from the vault? The Grizzly Bear. This is the, I only bought 2 of these, so it'll probably be a while before we see these again, but this is the South Korean Grizzly. These things are epic, bad to the bone. Gary Lofgren, it was a slower show, for retail sales, but I bought a lot of stuff. I mean, that's where I got this Silver Bear here, and I did a video on the stuff that I bought. I wish it was a busier show, and hopefully next year it gets better. But a lot of the shows have been kind of slow. In general. This one I do have a reserve at 115. These go for 125 to 140 roughly. I went to high school here in Seattle with Jimmy's nephew. Nice, says Ty McFadden. All right, guys. Del Marvelous digging, coming in at 115 like Mr. Bean with the George. Shinbone trying to get in there. Del Marvelous a little bit quicker on the draw, looking for 120 of that money. Amazon deliveries have been super slow, says Andy Crowell. Yeah, everything's been kind of on the fritz. Oh, so earlier I was talking about silver possibly making a big jump. So they've figured out a new battery technology for electric vehicles. Golly. Shinbone coming in at 120. Electric vehicles where using silver will allow them to be charged in 45 minutes and have a driving radius of about 600 miles. And if they make this a thing like going forward, it's going to be insane. South Korean mint Resin Dragon. They're from South Korea. Going once to Del Marvelous at 125. Sorry, I got sidetracked. Just look up silver batteries in electric vehicles, and it'll give you the whole article. But they use, like I think they said, 100 grams of silver in each battery, and it's supposed to really make an impact on the demand on silver for industrial purposes. So, you know, you got to see what's going to happen, you know. 125, Del Marvelous digging in the lead. Last call from Mr. Owl. Key. Ho. Del Marvelous in the lead at 125. Looking for 130. I deliver them. Other people need to order more. Angie. You got me there. All in. Fair warning. Warning. This bad bear is going to be sold. To Del Marvelous digging for 125. Thank you. And thank you to Shinbone as well for bidding, guys. You guys are awesome. I would wait it out and see what happens, Silver Choop. Wait and see where the market really goes. But that's just a theory of mine. Wow. So if it's see, and that's the thing. If this nanocarbon thing that Ty just, so Ty said they're trying to make a nanocarbon filament battery working on what they say it's supposed to, super fast charging at 1,000-mile range. That'll be insane, guys. What's up, John Camper? What's up, G-Dub? All right, let me get the description on the next coin. This is a 1944 Philly Jefferson War. I mean, nickel. The bear has not done any pours. He basically retired, J-Dog. 1944 Philly MS66, ladies and gentlemen. PCGS slabbed and certified. But the bear has basically retired from doing silver. I talk to him every once in a while. He's just focusing on other things. Gonna start it off at $1. What is it a good for? Absolutely nothing. Say it again. Wow. I just got that in the mail. You're welcome, Visterion. Jonathan Eason coming in at 25 and staying alive. Jonathan Eason in the lead. What's up, old Bell? John Jacobs. Every time I see that, his name is John Jacob Jingleheimer Schmidt. All right, guys. Jonathan Eason, the lone bidder on the MS66 War Nickel, going once. You guys are beating me up today. Cool things coming in at 30. Jonathan Eason with the pew 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 at 32. Out before I started, says Del Marvelous. Well, it Gray Sheets at 40, going once. Jonathan Eason in the lead at 32, looking for 33, going twice. Last call from Mr. Owl. Key. Ho. Jonathan Eason in the lead. Cool things coming in at 34. Jonathan Eason's coming back at 35 and staying alive, looking for 36 in the mix, going once. Jonathan Eason in the lead at 35. Looking for 36. Going twice. Del Marvelous. There are some people that don't appreciate nickels. I respect that. Last call for Mr. Al. Key. Ho, ho, ho. Jonathan Eason in the lead. Steve LaPointe, I'm feeling a little off, brother. Honestly, I am. All right, all in. Fair warning. Warning. This bad nickel is sold to Jonathan Eason for 35. All right. I woke up in kind of a panic, and then I've got heartburn, and I ate some celery, and it's calmed it down. I need to keep eating it, because, man, it is kicking my butt. All right, next one up, we have a 1925 Lexington. Got a little luster left, but well, that was weird. Commemorative. I do have a reserve at $60. That's a steal for commemoratives. Good luck, everybody. Good luck. But I do apologize for literally being low in energy, guys. I'll make it up to you. It's not flickering. What's the deal? Said Mustang Dave. All right. Slow night. Michael LeFew starting us off at 60, ladies and gentlemen. Shinbone trying to get in there, but LeFew with the pew 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 in the lead at $60. Looking for 61 to get her done. Going once. It'd be the night of super deals. Going twice. LeFew in the lead. Last call. Shinbone coming in at 63. Like he's Mr. T. I pity the fool. Going once. Michael LeFew at 65 and staying alive. Michael LeFew in the lead. Going once. Going twice. $162,013 minted, says Ty McFadden. Holy cow. Last call for Mr. Alki Hall. Michael LeFew in the lead at 65, looking for 66. All in. Fair warning. Warning. This bad coin is sold to Michael LeFew for 65. Man, you guys are killing me tonight. Getting the deals. You know what, though? There's nothing wrong with getting a good deal. $5 for more celery, says Cool Things. Thank you, brother. I appreciate it. We got 82 likes on the night. And we're going to be doing a giveaway after lot number 9. So the midstream giveaway is coming up soon. Here we go. 1888 Nollins in a PCGS Rattler. That reverse is gorgeous on this. And see, sometimes I agree with the old gradings that, you know, they are close to what they are. This one still might jump to a 63, though. It's not a bad-looking coin. I see some 63s out there that are rugged and ugly, you know. I do have a reserve on this one at 95. Going once. Yeah, I think something's up with YouTube tonight because it's really off on the numbers and everything that are going on. Usually right now we're probably at about 140 or so people. Guys, Silver Chupacabra coming in at a hundo. Looking for 105. Going once. Eric A says Ruggly. Ruh-roh. Going twice. Silver Chup, the lone bidder. Guys, Scorpio coming in at 105. Invisible River Ranch with a buck. Super chat. Thank you, brother. Silver Chupacabra at 110 with another George. Going once. Silver Chup in the lead. Scorpio at 115, ladies and gentlemen. Del Marvelous trying to get in there as well. Scorpio in the lead at 115, looking for 120. Silver Chup, I wanna choop, baby, choop, doop, doop, at 120. Scorpio back at 125. Back-to-back Snopes. Where you gonna gopes? You just don't know. But hey, we got a RavenHawk coin sticker. Michael Wells. Those are numbers. They changed the YouTube homepage with so few panels. Nearly all the channels I watch often have complained about low reviews per video. Michael Wells, it's been happening a lot lately. This is an 1888 New Orleans. 1888 O. Paul Dawson. Del Marvelous Digging coming in at 130. Silver Chup is out. Going once. Silver Chupacabra in the lead. See him. Silver in the nest. Going twice. Paul Dawson coming in at 135. It says 1880 Create Craft. Did I really make that mistake? Oh my goodness. I'm sorry, guys. That's 1888. Oh. That might be why I misnumbered it. Paul Dawson at 135. Scorpio at 140. Del Marvelous, it's $5 increments, brother. So Scorpio still in the lead at 140. Paul Dawson at 145. Looking for 150, ladies and gentlemen. We got a war going on for sure. Looking for 150, going once. Paul Dawson in the lead. Del Marvelous coming in at 155, ladies and gentlemen. Del Marvelous in the lead. Going once. Looking for 160. Going twice, my friends. You know how we do it. We don't slow roll. Last call for Mr. Alcohol. Paul is out. Thank you, Paul. I appreciate you, brother. All in. Fair warning. This bad coin is sold to Del Marvelous Digging for 155. Everybody says Double D wants it. Double D's in the house. Thank you, Del Marvelous. Thank you, Paul. All right. Man, that weather is bad out there. I can just hear it going. We're going to do something cool for the midstream giveaway. I'm just not sure what it is yet. Oh, cool things. You know what? You talking about Libertata? Libertata! All right. You guys are awesome. Next item up, ladies and gentlemen, we have a 1948 Denver MS65 full bell lines. Very nice grade and coin. That's something that's right up Emil's alley, because it's also a NGC holder. It's raining good on well, you know, we are across town from each other these days, Mustang, since I moved. Guys, Silver Chupacabra's like, hint, hint. The reserve on this one's actually at 90, brother. Shinbone coming in at 90 with the George. Shinbone in the lead at 90, looking for 91. Do we hear 91? Going once. Going twice. Nolene, says Angie Crowell. Last call from Mr. Owl. Key Hall, ladies and gentlemen. He had to move away from the old Dave. I was jealous of your Mustang, Mr. Mustang Dave. Richard Cornell coming in at 91, ladies and gentlemen. Richard Cornell with the George. Guys, Shinbone at 95 and staying alive with the choo-choo-choo-choo and a mini bomb. Going once to Shinbone. Going twice. Last call from Mr. Owl. Key Hall. Lurking and loitering, says Eric A. All right, my friends. All in. Fair warning. This bad coin is sold. To Shinbone 5,000 for 95. Dave says I've moved to the rich side of town. That's funny. I do like where I live now compared to where I used to live. Heck, but Norman as a whole is a good town, so you really can't go wrong, you know. There's only maybe one little area that's kind of questionable as far as the neighborhood. All right, let me take this sticker off of here. Okay, this guy, whoever owned this before, put double-edged sided tape on it. And that's always a real treat to get off. Ah, there we go. It's coming off in small strips. Guys, we got 98 likes on the night. We can almost add something to the end of stream. Just looking for another couple to go, but you know, I think I might change the way we do the end of streams. I'm thinking maybe if you guys have some ideas. We got 100 likes on the night. We're going to add something pretty cool. How about this? How about we add a 1985 uncirculated set? Right there. D&P mint marks. Town I grew up in wasn't terrible, so as long as you stayed away from the Chicken Hill part. Chicken Hill. That's funny. All right. Next item up, ladies and gentlemen. We have a 2005 Marines commemorative silver dollar MS69. Shout out and thank you to all of our veterans for serving. That's just a little bit of sticker. It's not actually on the coin itself. And this one I have a reserve at 55. I think 55 because we can't drive. 55 is pretty fair. Hoorah. Good luck, everybody. Good luck. Yep, that is Iwo Jima on there. Guys, Del Marvelous Digging coming in at 55. Mr. James Warner trying to get in there, but Gary Lofgren at 56 and in the mix. James Warner in at 57, ladies and gentlemen. 57 in the lead. Del Marvelous Digging with the George comes in at 60. George in the lead, or Del Marvelous in the lead. James coming in at 62. Mud Swat, I do not have any art bars, brother. I haven't been doing as much bullion on the show. You know, with the prices being where they are, it's kind of hard. Would be nice if they painted the flag on this coin. That would actually be pretty cool. Del Marvelous Digging coming in at 65 and staying alive because we can't drive 65. Going once. Del Marvelous Digging in the lead. James Warner, the man, the myth, the legend, coming in at 67. What's up, Mighty Horse? Going once. Looking for 68 to make it great. Going twice. Yes, thank you for everybody in the room that's a veteran and that is watching this show. We have our lives and our freedoms because of your sacrifices, and we truly thank you. We really do appreciate you. Last call from Mr. Alcohol. James in at 67. All in. Fair warning. This bad coin is going to be sold to James Warner for 67. Yeah, I used to do a lot more bullion mud swat, and maybe I will if... Here's the thing, if everybody is... What's up, Douglas Mandalis? If everybody is asking for it, you know, if we get more requests for bullion, I will bring some more in. But, you know, it just seems like people mostly want numismatic stuff on this channel. They do like some bullion here and there, but it's a numismatic heavy crowd. At the pub my wife is working at, no volume, he says. All right, next item up is a 1943 Philly MS66 War Nickel NGC slabbed and certified. Worth about $30 retail. And here's I think part of the reason is, Mud, is it's hard to get bullion at a deal to where you can make it a deal to the nest. And I try to make sure that things go for, you know, a decent price as best as I can. That's why, you know, I tell you guys what the retail is roughly, and then I work from buck and goes and stuff. All right. Starting off at $1. But, you know, the profit margins is really, really slim, is, you know, for even the bullion dealers. So I can get bullion, you know, but it's kind of rough for everybody else. I don't care what Raven says, he's still my favorite bullion dealer. That's funny. Yeah, and it's not all about the money, Mud Swat, but when you think about your time of going there, buying the items, picking them up, coming back, if I buy something for $33 and I can only sell it for, you know, $37, with shipping and everything and time, you're actually going backwards. All right, guys, Doug Harding in at 20, Doug Wagner at 21, Jonathan Eason was in there, but brother Doug Wagner in the lead. Finally home after a 4-hour drive to deal with a problem with my wife's car and another 4-hour drive home. Brian Jensen, I feel your pain, brother. Jonathan Eason with the deuce. On the loose, going to Doug Harding at 23, ladies and gentlemen. Doug Harding in the lead at 23. Going twice. Looking for $24 for good lucks. Last call for Mr. Al Key. Ho, ho, ho. Doug Harding in the lead. Jack Covert coming in with the George and the Snope. Going once. Doug Wagner is out. Going twice. Jack Covert in the lead. Last call from Mr. Alcohol. Jack Covert at 25 and staying alive. All in. Doug Harding coming in at 26 in the mix, ladies and gentlemen. Doug Harding in the lead. Jack Covert coming back at 27. Back-to-back Snope. Going once. Going twice. Last call for Mr. Alcohol, ladies and gentlemen. Jeff coming in at 28. Doug Harding trying to get in there, but Jeff a little bit quicker. Looking for 29. Jack Covert at 29 with another Snope. Doug Harding's got the face going on. Going once. I don't know how else to describe it, but it's like, hey, you guys. Going twice. Last call for Mr. Alcohol. All in. Fair warning. Warning. This bad coin is sold to Jack Covert for 29. Doug Harding, thank you, brother. All right. Thank you, everybody else, for your bids. You guys are awesome. I appreciate you. All right, Jack Covert. Alrighty, let's see. What are we going to do? I have an idea. I'll be right back, guys. I'm grabbing the giveaway item for right now because we're about to do a giveaway. So let me look for it. I think this one's pretty cool, and it goes along with having some commems tonight. So we're going to do a commemorative giveaway. This is the 2010 American Veteran Disabled for Life commemorative silver dollar. Comes with all the government packaging. And right there. They stood up for us. So very, very cool. And there's the reverse. Take this moment to honor our disabled defenders of freedom. All right, so that is going up. And for those of you that don't know, that is a 90% silver dollar. So not too bad. What's a buy up gold and silver? All right. Let me turn on the night bot. And let you guys get your entries in. I am going to grab a couple things that I want to add a couple things to the end of stream giveaway here in a little bit. So I want to get a couple things ready. Oh, and for those of you that were wondering about the loyalty rewards program, that's still in play. I just haven't updated the sheet. I will get to that. And also, for every $100 you spend, you get a free silver dime. So that's not too bad. Of a little bit of a return on your investment. Well, that's odd. I think I just got a counterfeit nickel from Canada. 1961, and it's sticking to a magnet. That's really weird. Huh. Oh, it's normal? I thought their nickels were made out of nickel. Right? Yeah, well. What do you do? Billows Forge, how you doing? Welcome to the show. Oh, pure nickel is magnetic. Okay. Joe must be... Your dime is in with your New Hampshire stuff, dude. I don't know how it got buried under a bunch of stuff. But it's in here with your New Hampshire goldbacks. So you will receive it, my friend. Sorry that it took a while. All right, let's see who the winner is in 3, 2, 1. Booyah. Bigfoot. Man, Bigfoot keeps winning. Bigfoot been winning a lot lately. We'll put your sticker in there. Mr. Foot. Get you an envelope. Oh, dang it. There we go. Oh, it barely fits. Haha. Okay, he hasn't said anything. If Bigfoot doesn't claim it. Oh, there he is. He's a veteran also. There you go. Well, then that is apropos. Congratulations, my brother. I would keep yeah, I know the pre-82s are all good to go. If it fits, it ships. All right. Congratulations, brother Bigfoot. Let me turn off that Nightbot. Throw down us another sticker. 111 likes on the night. You guys are awesome. Lot number 10 coming up next. They say Bigfoot is hard to see, yet he's here winning giveaways repeatedly, says Mustang Dave. Definitely thank you for your service. All right, 1879S Morgan in a Rattler, ladies and gentlemen. MS62. What you gonna do? I do have a reserve on this at $100. And Del Marvelous Diggins starting us off at 100 with the George. Del Marvelous digging in the lead at 100, looking for 105 to stay alive. Del Marvelous in the lead, going once. He had to shave his face when he joined Bigfoot. That's funny. Going twice, guys. Del Marvelous, the man in the lead, hit the like for the Ultra Breaks. Oh, yeah. Ultra Breaks is coming out tomorrow. You know what? That reminds me. I'm going to have an Ultra Breaks opening coming out after this is over, plus another episode of Coin Shop Talk. Last call for Mr. Alcohol. Del Marvelous digging in the lead at 100, looking for 105. All in. Fair warning. It doesn't say Richard Cornell. It should be, if it doesn't denote it, we'd have to take a little time to look and and see which one it is, but it literally only says 79S. All in. Fair warning. This bad coin is sold. To Del Marvelous Diggin'. So Joe must be for members. They're gonna see the coin shop talk early before everybody else, and then reverse of a 70 whatever. But I also have the Ultra Breaks that I have to put out, and I keep forgetting to put that out. You're welcome, Del Marvelous. Thank you, brother. All right, lot number 11 coming up next. Invisible River Ranch, you know what? That'd be cool. This is actually probably one of my more favorite Franklins just because of its character. It's a 66, proof 66. It's just got the most shiny reflectiveness and kind of odd. Are you getting any coins graded soon? I got a 55 doubled cent I would like to send out. Golden Bacon Tree, I haven't had anything in the works myself, but I could get it sent in for you if you want it sent in. We could work something out. Yep, RFT does Ultra Breaks as well. I started doing Ultra Breaks, and then about 3 months or so into it, he started doing them. So he and I have been doing it for quite a while now. Rob's got the luck that is unbelievable. Man EC, what's up, brother? With a $5 super chat, says, love you, brother Raven. Thank you, man. Good to see you. We're going to start this one off at $1. Matter of fact, Rob pulled an ounce of gold out of one of his, which I would literally fall out of my chair, you know. Guys, Shinbone coming in at 25. Cornell and Jeff trying to get in there. Wayne Lynn coming in at 30, ladies and gentlemen. Wayne Lynn coming in at 30. Silver Chupacabra at 33. Jeff trying to get in there. Shinbone in the lead at 34. Looking for 35 to stay alive. Shinbone in the lead at 34. Going once. Silver Chupacabra coming in at 39, ladies and gentlemen. Wayne Lynn was in there, but now Shinbone in the lead at 40. Shinbone in the lead at 40, looking for 41. Going once. Well, this next one, guys, they have 30 platinums in the mix with the gold. So there's some pretty darn cool chances this time. Silver Chupacabra coming in at 41. Shinbone coming alive at 45 with the Snowpage. Going once, my friends. Shinbone in the lead at 45. Looking for 46. Going twice. Shinbone in the lead. Last call. Silver Chupacabra. I wanna choop, baby, choop. Doop-ba-doop. Coming in at 47. Silver Chup in the lead at 47. Going twice. Out, says Shinbone. Last call for Mr. Al. Key. Ho. Silver Chupacabra. All in. Fair warning. Warning. This bad coin is sold to Silver Chupacabra for 47. Guys, honestly, if I pulled a gold ounce, I'd sell it. I mean, that's 30 here's the thing. Just in gold, it's 3,300, but they come in gold and ultra labels. So you're looking at, you could sell a 1 ounce gold for about $5,000, which is pretty impressive, you know. All right, 115 likes on the night. We're looking to try to get to 125. Lot number 12 coming up next. This was the 4-coin set. Right here, the 1 ounce Silver Eagle reverse proof first strike Fiji, PCGS slabbed and certified as a perfect 70 with Clinton Truman Daniel, the grandson of President Harry Truman's signature. You get the 1/2 ounce, the 1/4, and the 1/10. 4 MS-70 coins in the set. I do have a reserve on these at 125. That is the absolute rock bottom that I could go with. For you guys, they go for about 160 retail. Guys, Del Marvelous digging. Coming in with the George at 125. Jeff coming in at 130. Looking for 135, ladies and gentlemen. Jeff in the lead at 130. Del Marvelous at 135. Eric A. trying to get in there, but Del Marvelous in the lead at 135. Looking for 140. Do we hear 140 going once? Del Marvelous digging in the lead. Mustang Dave. Better slow his Mustang down. Coming in at 140. Looking for 145. Del Marvelous digging. Dropping the bomb on us. You dropped the bomb on me. Dee-dee. Coming in at 150, ladies and gentlemen. Going once. Looking for 155 to stay alive. Going twice. Del Marvelous digging. Last call for Mr. Alcohol. Guys, Jeff coming in at 155. Looking for 160, my friends. Jeff in the lead at 155. Del Marvelous is out. Going once. Del Marvelous is out. Going twice. CR, that is the Gap Band. Holy Peppa, says Doug Wagner. Last call for Mr. Alcohol. And Jeff, I'm going to throw something extra into your next shipment here just because I feel bad about your last one getting sent to the wrong person. All in. Fair warning. This bad set is sold to Jeff for 155. What's up, Bubba? How you doing, my friend? Well, I appreciate it, Jeff. I really do. Matter of fact, I'm going to toss a bonus in there right now. So Jeff for 155. You know, I just realized I don't have my sourdough sandwich. Jeff Raven says cool things. I don't have my headphones on. I've been going this whole time without hearing my own voice. That's too funny. All right, lot number 13 coming up next is a RavenHawk coin sticker and 1920 Maine commemorative, ladies and gentlemen. 1920 Maine commemorative. This one is probably in between a VF and XF. No real luster going on there. but still a cool one to get your hands on. I don't see a lot of Maine ones out here, but this one, the reserve on this is actually $85. So good luck, everybody. Good luck. Grandpa Raven. Yeah. Seeing how my daughter's only 7, that would be pretty young. Guys, Shinbone coming in at 85. Shinbone in the lead, going once. Shinbone in the lead at 85, looking for 86 in the mix. Going twice. Oh, and that reminds me, guys, we're going to have a really cool gold bag giveaway coming in the very near future. Matter of fact, that's kind of a hint about a video coming out probably Sunday or Monday. But we're going to be doing a really cool strictly gold bag giveaway. It's not going to be a live stream. It's going to be literally leave a comment, get the word out, and it's going to be pretty epic. Last call from Mr. Alcohol. All in. Fair warning. This bad coin is sold to Shinbone 5,000 for 85. All right. Cool stuff. Sometimes something different is good, that's for sure. All right. But yeah, I'm going to put out the short video tonight on the Ultra Breaks opening, and then tomorrow morning, or actually tonight, for people that are members, you'll get to see the Coin Shop Talk video, and then that also gets released. The Coin Shop Talk video is going to be the ins and outs of Goldbacks, explaining exactly why they make sense, and it's a really good video. All right, next item, ladies and gentlemen, 1995 Proof 69 Ultra Cameo D-Day commemorative. Very, very cool right there. Let me get the description. I don't have a reserve on this one. Starting bid's $1. Good luck. Guys, Joe Must Be coming in at 20. Jonathan Eason at 25 and staying alive. Richard Cornell at 30, ladies and gentlemen. Richard Cornell in the lead. Jonathan Eason coming back at 33 like he's Johnny T. Jonathan Eason in the lead at 33. Steve LaPointe in the joint at 34. Joe Must Be coming in at 35 and staying alive. Joe Must Be in the lead. Del Marvelous digging at 40, ladies and gentlemen. Got in there just before Richard Cornell. Del Marvelous in the lead at 40. Joe Must Be coming back with a George at 45, ladies and gentlemen. Joe Must Be in the lead at 45. What's up, Muscle Shell? Been, man, what? 6 months or so? Going once. Joe Must Be in the lead at 45. Looking for 46 in the mix. Angie Crowell. They're improving the art. And the Florida was awesome. I got to see the Oklahoma ones early. I didn't get to share them because we're not allowed to take pictures. But the Oklahoma ones are unbelievable. The artwork is just gorgeous. Going twice, but good to see you, Muscle Shell. Hope you're doing good, man. Last call. Guys, Del Marvelous digging, coming in at 50. That's, yeah, Gary Lofgren, that's the next one, Oklahoma. Michael Hargis, you'll have to watch the video to understand, because goldbacks aren't a stacking item. They're used to be in conjunction with the U.S. dollar for trade and commerce. Going once. Going twice. Mustang Dave, one of them is native themed. I can put that info out there. Last call. An Albany commemorative. Justin Cummings, I will keep my eye out. Justin Cummings, good to see you, brother. All right, guys. All in. Fair warning. This bad coin is sold to Del Marvelous Digging for $50. They are coming out at the A&A show, but they will also be available at Flying Eagle Coins in Oklahoma. I'll have Oklahoma ones when they come out as well. All right, Del Marvelous kicking butt and taking names, huh? So the A&A show that's happening in Oklahoma, they'll be there, but we will also have them at the shop. I'll have them as well because they're going to be gorgeous, and I'll have more Florida ones out here. They're a little bit higher. So Ty McFadden, if you want to stack goldbacks, you can as much as you want. But you can't look at goldbacks as a stacking item in the sense that, you know, people will say, well, they're twice the amount of what you pay for the gold. But when you go to use them for merchandise and stuff, you actually get almost all your money back that you paid for them. And so they're literally meant to be spent. So you need to watch the video that's coming out tomorrow, CoinShop. Well, you have a membership, so you'll get to see it later tonight if you want. But watch the CoinShop Talk video because we go into all of that detail. All right, next item up, ladies and gentlemen, we have an MS66 Morgan, ladies and gentlemen. 82S NGC slabbed and certified at an MS66. Retail on this is $360. I have the reserve at $330. A very, very nice one that you don't see that grade very often, but it is reserved at $330. And it is cool to collect them for the artwork. It's cool to, have them for the different series that they're running and whatnot. Cool things, yeah. Yeah, I can't take a risk on that one. I paid way too much to risk a buck and go on that. Yeah, and the thing is somebody in the comments on the video that I did the preview asked about having the MS66s in the auction. Nice, Ty McFadden. So Brian Jensen, they're probably going to bring half goldbacks for the next series for the different states because they're retiring Utah and Nevada and stuff, and they're going to redo the artwork and everything. So there's a good chance that every state gets the half. It's just going to be a while before we hear for sure when they're going to come out with that. Okay, going once. Going twice. What do I have? 330 on the reserve. I'll tell you what. I will, if somebody wants to buy it now, the best I can do on it would be $325. Since we're not getting hot and heavy action on this coin. If not, it'll just go into the box for the next coin show. Del Marvelous Digging. Buy it now. Sold. What's up, B. Roos? No worries. Thank you, Del Marvelous Diggin'. I appreciate that, brother. Alrighty. Invisible River Ranch. Here's the thing. Goldbacks are produced in the states that have actually become where you have the ability to use precious metals for commerce. So here in Oklahoma, you can use it as commerce, and because it's commerce, you don't get it taxed. There's no taxing on goldbacks. There's no taxing on gold and silver bullion. And so goldbacks become a really viable thing to be able to trade. I don't want to give everything away tonight. Doug will be getting a bunch of dimes. Richard Cornell. Del Marvelous Diggin' will be getting a good amount of dimes, that's for sure. Yeah, Christopher Sherman, that's unfortunate. I wish that wasn't the case, but I know what you're saying. All right, here we go. 1936 Denver, San Diego commemorative. This thing is gorgeous, ladies and gentlemen. It's got a little toning starting on, but this is pretty much an AU, BU commemorative half. Very, very cool. CreateCraft, you pretty much get your premium back, but there's not really a real premium to them. They literally go for about the same price in every market. All right, the reserve on this one is at 115, my friends. It's one of those things where it's being used as a bartering tool. Guys, Shinbone coming in with the George at 115. Looking for 120, ladies and gentlemen. Shinbone in the lead at 115. Going once. Guys, CM Silver dropping the bomb at 135. Going once. CM Silver in the lead at 135. Going twice. Thank you, Silver Choop. Trying, my brother. Last call for Mr. Alki Hall. All in. Fair warning. Warning. This bad commem is sold to CM Silver for 135. Shinbone says he is out to CM. So CreateCraft, no, they're not really treated that way. I think if you watch the video, you'll get a little bit more in-depth to the questions you're asking. Found one I needed, he says. Thanks. Nice. So as a distributor, distributors get them for about $1 behind retail. So a distributor makes $1. But when the person goes out and uses their gold back, if they pay $7, normally the market price is right under it at like $6.86, $6.90, somewhere in there, $6.75. So when you go to trade it, your premium that you're not getting out of it is about 15 to 25 cents at the most. So you get a good trade value in return when you use them. And that's why, like I said, they are literally all about the trade and being used as commerce, and they're not really a stacking thing. They're something that you can collect. If gold goes up, it goes up. It's a pretty cool thing. All right, 1965 Special Mint Set MS66. And I think when you watch the video, you'll get a lot of your questions answered because we go over a lot of the stuff you guys are asking. It's kind of hard to cover it all while we're trying to do this live, Well, Michael Hargis, then they're literally used in conjunction Do you plan to go live when you do one of the coin shop talks with Stephanie? It would be nice to answer these GB and coin related questions. Scorpio, maybe at some time. The thing is logistics. I'm set up to be able to go live here. The coin shop is like 25 miles away. So it's one of those, well, not 25, it's probably more like 15 miles, but it takes about 20, 25 minutes to get there. So it has to be a time where she's able to come out here and whatnot. But, it might happen. It might. All right, we're starting off the 65 Kennedy half at $1, ladies and gentlemen. Good luck, everybody. Good luck. I could go live on my phone. However, it's hard to see people and their questions when the phone, your phone screen is this big and you're doing everything on it, It's just kind of a thing of logistics. What's up, Dewey Day coming in at 16. Richard Cornell and LaPointe in there. Richard Cornell at 18, looking for 19. But, one way or another, we'll figure something out. But then if we go live Visterion on a laptop, like you're saying, there has to be the right laptop. I don't have my actual OBS that we use to do this stuff. So, there's some hiccups that Silverbacks is way different. Got Shinbone coming in at 20. Going once. Shinbone in the lead. Going twice. They have so they only make Silverbacks as a novelty right now. The hundo is bigger, John Jacobs. You would need a bigger wallet for that. Last call for Mr. Alcohol. All in. Fair warning. This one is sold. How would someone know if this Kennedy is SMS? They would, because Silver Chupacabra, they didn't make any proof sets that year. And when you look at this has a mirrored field and is almost cameo. But they might have sent it in with the original packaging. $100 one right now is going for about $6.90. 100 gold backs. Can't call it $100. Thank you, Shinbone. All right, we got one more to do, and then we'll do another giveaway. I finally finished the celery that was in front of me, Brother Doug. Okie won. What's going on, man? Okie, no, I will not be at Gainesville. I have family in town. I have things to do and take them to places and do stuff. I was going to be going, but, unfortunately, the schedule didn't work out. So here's what a silverback looks like from goldback. And that's what they look like. I got these a while back because I thought they were neat, but they're so far a silverback is just for novelty. All right. Next one up. 1918 Illinois. Very nice coin. You can see there's some luster under there. It's still cartwheels. I had told somebody I thought this was more of an XF, but now that I'm looking at it here, it's more closer to an AU, but you know what? It is what it is. I already put a price and everything out there on it. Very nice coin. Reserves at 135. Good luck. All right, cool things at 135. Yeah, I know it's Illinois. I just have a certain way of talking that I say milk instead of milk. Milk instead of milk. Illinois instead of Illinois. It's just something I've said since I was a little kid. All right, going once to cool things, ladies and gentlemen. Cool things in the lead at 135. Looking for 140. Going twice. Cool things in the lead at 135. Last call for Mr. Key Hall. I just had a brain fart there for a second. Holy cow. All right, my friends. All in. Fair warning. This bad coin is sold to Cool Things for 135. No, Joe must be. It's not 658. It's like 685 or 690 the last time I saw. But that was a few days ago, and I don't know where the gold back market is right at this moment. All right, time to do another giveaway. Give me just a second, guys. I'm going to find something here that's a little bit more interesting than what I had originally planned. I'll be right back. I'm right here, but I'll be back. I found something pretty cool. There it is. Oh wait, that's the wrong thing. Sorry guys. Just give me another minute. Ugh. I'm getting old. Everything makes me crunch and crackle and pop and groan. I'm almost ready. Oh, what the heck? Oh, wow. I lost you guys for a second there. All right, let me turn on the night bot. Oh, wait, I didn't show you what I'm going to give away. How about this? 1858 Flying Eagle cent. It's a little worn, but it's cool. And it's going along with his buddy, a war nickel. Ladies and gentlemen, and a 1943 S repunch mint mark Even though it was been polished, it still is what it is. So these three things going together. You turn on the night bot. Put this on live chat. And you guys are all set. Good luck, everybody. Good luck. Ooh, that was a heck of a lightning bolt. Okay, I got two more items in the industry. Oh. All right. Let's see who's going to be the winner in 3, 2, 1. Booyah. Brother Rat, ladies and gentlemen. 1868. I don't know why that says 1858 on there. That's not my writing. Shimbone, that is not my handwriting, brother. And you know what's funny? I don't know how. Actually, this thing's in kind of rough shape. I don't know where I got it from. But that 1858 on there, that is not my handwriting. Oh, man. Congratulations to Brother Rat. All right, we got 2 items left. And we need to add to the end of stream. We're going to add a Canadian silver $50 and a war nickel to say thank you. I might add something at the end just because, man, it's been a long time since we've been under 150 likes. So normally the end of streams are a little more extreme. What's up, Bob Johnson? How you doing, my friend? All right, next item up. It did probably come out of the foreign box, Johnny T. We have a 81S MS65 PCS slabbed and certified This sucker is a strong strike beauty for sure. The reserve on this is at 1. You know what? I had it at 160, but I'm going to be nice. I'm going to make the reserve on it at 150. 150 is a smoking deal on an MS65. Guys, Roy Boy coming in at 150 with the George. Matter of fact, at 150, I think that's about what I paid for it. All right, going once, looking for 155 to stay alive. Richard Cornell coming in at 155. Looking for 160. Roy Boy with the Snope at 160. Going once. Looking for 165. Richard Cornell at 165, ladies and gentlemen. Looking for 170. Roy Boy at 170. Going once, my friends. Looking for 175. Going twice. Roy Boy in the lead. Richard Cornell and Roy Boy battling it out. Richard Cornell coming back at 175. Looking for 180. Roy Boy is out. Going twice. Last call for Mr. Alcohol. Richard Cornell. All in. Fair warning. This bad coin is sold to Richard Cornell for 175. 62 months as a Silver Hawk, Silver Seeker. Sorry we haven't been in your streams in a minute, bro. RavenHawks. Also, hey, y'all. Right on. Thanks, man. How you doing? I just saw Seeker a little bit over a week ago. At the Tulsa show. Most of you know him, I'm sure. Heck yeah, good to see you, man. We were talking just a day or so ago. We were trying to figure out something to do, and both of us are blank on ideas. But we'll get there at some point. All right. Next item up for grabs, 1957 Franklin Proof 68 NGC slabbed and certified. You don't see very many higher grades than that. That reverse is a nice cameo. Can't wait to get to 62, says Cool Things. Right there, 1957. And we have the new, check those stickers out, Seeker. New sticker to go along with it. I have a reserve on this one at 75. Good luck, everybody. Good luck. Guys, Silver Chupacabra coming in with the George. Create Craft Silver Seeker was a mod, but when him and Rob got their check marks a while back, they asked to just be regular peoples. So it was by their request. Shinbone at 80, ladies and gentlemen. Looking for 81. Richard Cornell at 81. Looking for 82. Like Mr. LeFew. What you gonna do? Silver Chupacabra coming in at 85. But, you know, they pretty much figured the check mark made them very visible. And, yeah, that was a long time ago. Richard Cornell coming in at 86. And, Silver Chupacabra at 87. So Joe must be, myself and Rob and Seeker all over 100K subscribers. And you get 100 at 100K, you get a check mark to be verified. Silver Chupacabra in the lead at 87. Going twice. Last call for Mr. Al. Key. Ho. Silver Chupacabra in the lead at 87. All in. Fair warning. Oh, and you get a plaque. Fair warning. This bad coin is sold to Silver Chupacabra for 87. Awesome, guys. All right, I'm going to find a couple little items to throw in the box. Even though we didn't get to 150 tonight, still going to do that. John Jacob says Coin Crew is slacking. You know, there was a point where Coin Crew, when he started out, man, he was on fire. He got past my channel number pretty fast. And then came back later. You know what? I know what we're going to do. I'm going to add a piece of slabbage to the end of stream. How about a 43p war nickel? NGC slabbed and certified. That's going into the box. And I'm going to do one more thing. I had a 67 Kennedy special mint set. We're going to throw this into the end of stream as well. So let's show everything we have in the box for the giveaway and then do the giveaway. So we got that slab there. We got a beautiful 65 Canadian silver half, which the person didn't. Guys, J-Dog, 39 months. Let's go many more as a silver hawk. You know what? The person that I bought these from, they didn't use the right stapler. So let me hammer these down real quick so they don't scratch anything else. All right, there we go. So that goes there. War nickel, 85 mint set, RavenHawk coin sticker, Canadian quarter, another Canadian $50 that's got the same issue. Guys, I didn't even think to look at that. All right. The slabbed Merc. The 86 set and the Canadian nickel and a gorgeous 1 ounce Merc silver. John Marvelous Digging says, I want the hammer. Gotta love using the hammer, gavel as a hammer. All right. Let's turn on the night bot. When you have everything you have as a gavel, everything looks like a staple or such. Here we go. Let's turn on that night bot. Good to see Seeker in the nest. I appreciate it, brother. Oh, wow. I've had this on top chat this whole time. What a pain. Guys, Scorpio, 17 months as a Silver Hawk, says good luck, everyone. Very cool. All right, let's get this Nightbot going. And we'll give it a couple minutes to see who the winner is. So good luck, everybody. Good luck. All right, everybody. Big shout out to the mods. Create Craft, thank you for everything you do, my friend. J Dog, Joe Must Be, Resin Dragon Studios, Brother Doug Wagner, Peter Bowes, Steve LaPointe, Mud Swat, Mustang Dave, CM Silver, Resin Dragon Studios again. Let's see here. I didn't see Daryl USA tonight, but Daryl USA, Muscle Shell, who came in earlier. Anybody I missed, I'm sorry. I think I got about everybody. I think I'm going to have to do a cleanup of mods. Nice commemorative tonight, says Namaste Forget Me Not. Thank you. My brother Joe Must Be from Canada. But, you know, we have a lot of mods that I haven't seen in here in quite a while, and I think maybe it's time to do a little bit of a cleanup and get, you know, possibly alternatives. All Yusef, gold and silver coins and gemstones. How you doing? Welcome to the show. What's up, Loose Change? Michael LaFew. Gleason News. How you doing, my friend? Good to see ya. Good to see ya. All right. Well, we didn't get to 150 likes tonight, but we tried. Johnny T. Sorry, brother. Don't forget Johnny T in the nest. All right. Let's see who the winner is in 3, 2, 1. Booyah. Alan Hall, y'all. Alan Hall. The big winner. Chicken dinner. Alan Hall. Somebody was asking for Alan all night long, and look, he won. All right, we're waiting for him to claim it. There he is. You're welcome, brother. Congratulations, my friend. All right. Let me close out the night bot. Say my goodnights to everybody. Again, everybody in the nest, thank you for being here tonight. I always appreciate it. No matter how small or big the crowd is, it means a lot to me. And, you know, next time I'll have some more energy. I literally woke up, like, out of nowhere. I forgot to set my alarm, so I was lucky that I got to the show on time. And so I was basically waking up through the first half of the show, so I feel bad about that, guys. But I'll make it up to you. Keep your eyes open for the next Coin Shop Talk video, because it's going to explain a lot of the questions everybody had tonight. I'll talk to Stephanie about doing a live stream in the future. Resin Dragon, good night, and big hugs to you, my friend. All right, my friends, like always, please make sure to take care of one another. We'll see you real soon. RavenHawk Coins, have a great day.